If you would like to appear on an episode of My Story Living with Lupus, you can contact us at mystorylivingwithlupus@gmail.com. Also visit us on our Instagram page and also our website, My Story Living with Lupus. The views and opinions expressed on My Story Living with Lupus podcast represents each person's individual experience. By listening to this podcast or reading our blog, you agree not to use this podcast or blog as medical advice to treat any medical condition in either yourself or others. As always, consult your own physician for any medical issues that you may be having. My Story Living with Lupus podcast is officially trademarked, all rights reserved. She's a motivational speaker, creator of Right Side of 50, author of Think Inside the Borders. I'm talking about no one other than Sheila Smith. She is here to discuss life lessons. So you know what I want you to do, all the way from the United States to South Africa. Grab your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, and if you're listening late at night, you know I appreciate it. So grab your favorite glass of wine and join us right here on My Story Living with Lupus podcast for life lessons with Sheila Smith.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Life Lessons with Sheila E., CEO and founder of Right Side of 50. Today's lesson is going to be about dating during the pandemic. If that's really something that can happen right now. There are so many interesting and so many new creative ways that people can think about dating during this pandemic. Online dating, Zoom, all of those are the same, basically. Texting, FaceTime, all that different stuff. My thoughts of the online dating, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be careful. You still have to be careful because this is leaving a door open for predators, creeps, thieves, rapists, you name it, okay? Because they know that there are some people that are stuck inside and that are getting lonely, and they'll take advantage of it, okay? So whichever way you choose to go, just use your third eye, be cautious, be careful, be safe. Online dating can be very interesting. I don't know, so many ways and so many stories that I could go through with that. Have I dated online before? Yes, I have. Am I still doing it? No, I'm not. I did it once I moved here to Georgia. Just a form, just a way of getting to learn and getting to know people. Met a few characters, met a few interesting people, met a few people, that was ready to become more serious than I am, or than I was. But right now, with the online dating, or with any kind of dating, how are you finding yourselves being able to even do it? Me, I'm the type of person, I want to see you. I want to be able to touch you. Conversation is a big thing now, because that's the only thing that you really can do. That's if you're being safe. Okay? So, with the conversation now, you can really get to know a person. Get to know about that person. You get to learn their patience. You get to learn their compassion. You get to learn how they react in stressful situations, because this right here, what we're going through, is a stressful situation. You get to learn about their concern for you. And all of these things are ways to help the relationship grow. Because to be honest, a lot of us, we forget about that getting to know each other part, which is very important. Very important. People go from meeting to 1 or 2 dates, and then they say that they're in a relationship. Or some even say they're in love. How can you say you're in love when you haven't even taken the chance to really talk to a person? When you go out on a date, you're really just going out, and either you're going to a movie or out to dinner. You're not doing much talking while you got food in your mouth. Hopefully. So you really can't get to know the person that well. But a lot of people are so eager to be in a relationship that they would call that a relationship, and it's really not. So right now, with the way things are going, taking your time and talking, getting to learn somebody is the best way to go. You find out so much. You find out a person's likes. You find out their dislikes. You find out their habits. You even find out about a person's family, which is very important, because I want to know from whence you come from. Because some of us that are still in the baby making age or baby making stage, you need to know about your mate's family so that you know what it is you're getting ready to bring into this world, or how they're even going to take care of the seed that you're bringing into the world. These are all important things that you need to find out. And these are things that should be found out even if we weren't going through a pandemic. Mainly too, because a lot of people, I've been approached by someone and they asked me to have a topic, a subject about sex and sex toys. All of that is a part of dating. We're all adults. Okay, so all I can do is give my opinions on it. And it's so funny because I actually had to go online and do some research. I mean, as you all know, I'm very honest, very open about everything. I don't own any sex toys, so I didn't know anything about any. And there's a lot of stuff out there for the men and the women. And I'm like, wow. And there are things that is needed by both to get you to that sexual peak or your erotic zone. I don't frown on anybody that needs assistance or that will purchase a toy. Even if you're married, right now, we have so many couples that are spending more time with each other than they have before because they're stuck in the house with each other. They're working from home. They're bringing the kids. The kids are home. and everything is done there in the house. So when they get that quiet time, sometimes they're frustrated now because they've been with the kids and each other all day. So bring that excitement back. Introduce your partner to something new. Do I think it's healthy? Yes, I do. As adults, we all need to have a way of releasing. Right now, with everything else going on, the last thing you need to be thinking about, or that you need to worry about, is to be sexually frustrated. So if a toy, or how would they say, if a dildo, a movie, sexting, even virtual sex, I saw online that people can do. Now, would I really recommend that? No, because once something is out there, it's out there. But these are things that people are looking into. These are things that people are doing now, because unfortunately, this is the age that we're in. This pandemic has not only changed the way we work, it has changed the way we live. It has changed the way we love. It has changed the way we are sexually towards one another. So if introducing a toy to yourself is something that will relieve your sexual tension, I say go for it. I say go for it. It's better than getting out here and meeting a stranger for a quick fix when you don't know whether or not this person has been social distancing. You don't know if he could be a carrier of COVID. And it's not even COVID. It can be anything else. We still have to be very careful with ourselves out here. So if partaking in relieving yourself with a sexual toy, go for it. If you're comfortable with it, go for it. We only have one life to live. Live it to the fullest right now. Like I said, we're all adults. I'm quite sure if you're comfortable with touching someone else, you can be just as comfortable with touching yourself. And like I said, right now with everything else going on, okay, that would probably be the best thing to do. This here is a conversation that I would really love to be able to have questions and answers, because I'm quite sure everyone has their broad thoughts, their way of thinking about it, and I would love to hear responses on this one. If anyone has any questions or anything they would like to put forth to me about this topic that we can go back and forth on, I would love it. You are more than welcome to reach out to me at rightside50@gmail.com. I would love to keep this conversation going. Like I said, ladies and men, please be careful. Please be careful. There's still a lot of sex trafficking and things going on. If you're doing the online dating, please meet somewhere where there are other people around. Please do not go to anyone's house that you don't know. Please do not be desperate to have a sexual relation with someone just that bad that you would put your life on the line. Okay? This has been Sheila E. with Life Lessons I can be reached at rightside50@gmail.com. I can also be reached at 404-692-4521. And please visit the website, rightside50.com. I don't ask too much for people to purchase, but right now with Right Side of 50 turning into a nonprofit because we are out here assisting women in need, whether it has been a woman that is battered, a woman that has lost her home, a woman that is going through any kind of need. Any purchase goes towards that. So I just ask for everyone to please, in your heart, find a way to help us, to help others. I hope you enjoyed this discussion, and I look forward to talking to you again next month. Be blessed. This has been Sheila, CEO and founder of Right Side of 50.